Time right now, 6:35 this morning. A possible TEA takeover is still looming over the state's largest school district.
If you have kids in HISD, that decision could come as soon as next week. But today, Mayor Turner plans to speak out against it.
Michelle Choi is live in the studio with us this morning. Michelle, a lot of families waiting to see what happens with all this.
Yeah, that's right, Dave and Steph. You know, a lot of questions, a lot of concerns. Keep in mind there are nearly 200,000 students in HISD, so thousands of families are waiting on answers. In fact, there's a protest planned over this later this morning and this afternoon. Mayor Turner will be joined by several local lawmakers at Discovery Green. They're expected to speak out against the rumored takeover. Now, earlier this week, the mayor said the takeover could happen by Monday, but now that it's out in the open, he's saying he thinks that may not happen. Of course, talks about a possible takeover aren't new. The idea has been on the table since 2019 because of the district's poorly performing schools and alleged misconduct among board members. But the district's backers say things have since improved, and Superintendent Miller House II says he hasn't heard anything official yet from the Texas Education Agency.
As of today, the district has not received an official notice from TEA. I remain laser focused on fulfilling my duties as superintendent alongside our board of trustees to provide the best possible educational outcomes for all HISD students regardless.
Meanwhile, the TEA tells us they're still reviewing the state Supreme Court's ruling to determine the next steps. So, Steph, a lot going on, of course, with lawmakers meeting later today and that protest happening outside of district headquarters later this morning.
Yeah, and a lot of parents have taken to social media once this news came out. They're frustrated. They feel like they don't have a voice with this decision.
Exactly. And, you know, we also did some digging into past takeovers, and turns out, well, you know, there have been at least 15 other school districts that have seen similar TEA takeovers like this dating back to 1991. Of course, HISD would be the largest district to go through something like this if this takeover happens. In addition, we also learned that what used to be Lamarck ISD was forced to close by the TEA in 2016, and that district was then absorbed into Texas City ISD due to financial issues and low academic ratings.
You did a lot of digging into this. Thank you for that information. We'll have to wait and see what happens, Michelle. All right, Dave, over.